Backstretch, presented by Gans Race Cars and Parts. Tune in for your local racetrack results and series results from Mid-East Racing Association, the Blue Ridge Outlaws, and the Steel
Here we go.
Block Bandits on Monday nights. It's showtime! And we're live on the Backstretch, presented by Gans Race Cars and Parts. Got Maverick with his Bill Pink carburetor shirt on. He done went and had him a shower. We got all primped and proper for y'all guys.
I look like a hoodlum earlier.
You ain't looking much better.
I looked a lot better than I did.
Yeah. I know your mama keeps telling you that, but ain't nobody on yet, so you good.
Where you at? So
Big Al will be the first one on here in a little bit.
most likely.
Lots of racing action this past weekend. Had Carolina on Friday night. Everybody raced on and there's a bridge run on Friday night too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Two
They
divisions and
I think
practice
Sportsman
and
something
sick and
else. Sportsman late model.
late models. Yep.
Yeah.
And then of course Saturday you had Natural Bridge, Princeton, Whitful, Cherokee. Steel Block Bandits was at the short track at Talladega
Oh yeah.
Saturday. So lots and lots and lots of stuff going on this past weekend. I'm gonna let a few people get in here. Sorry we're late, but with racing all weekend long, including Sunday, and having a full-time job, I just got the show ready. 40 minutes late, but better late than never. Take a few minutes. Look here. There is Mike Willard, Alabama boy. He's part of the Alabama gang now. He's old enough to be there in the Alabama gang. But we're going to take a short break to thank our sponsors. Well, I said we are going to thank our sponsors. Yeah, there it is. Make sure it's still on here. On the Backstretch is presented to you by these great sponsors. Gans Race Cars and Parts. Go check out Philip and Cambridge Gann for all your race car parts and fabrication needs, located on K School Road in Medan, North Carolina. Go check out Gans Race Cars and Parts. NRS Race Score, and for all your transponder and scoring needs, the official score of the Mid-East Racing Association. Go check them out on Facebook at NRS Race Scoring. Too Fast for You Embroidery. That is Tanja Gann, in-house at Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Need them hats done, shirts, sweatshirts, monograms. Go check out Tanja Gann at Too Fast for You Embroidery. She'll take care of all your embroidery needs. Located on K School Road in Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Tate Logging and Firewood, located in Low Gap, North Carolina. That is the home of the Hillbilly, Zach Tate and the T9 Machine, and also the Hillbilly Girl of Abby Tate. For all your logging, timber, and firewood needs, go check out Tate's Logging and Firewood or give them a call at 336 757 6706. Vinyl adds horsepower at Randy's Custom Lettering, located in Wannaco, North Carolina. Go check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl signage and decal needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Randy's Custom Lettering or give them a call at 336 591 9301. TC Construction, that is Travis Covey out of King, North Carolina. He is the official sponsor of the Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour, Fast Time Award, and Hard Charger Award for the Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour. The T-shirt guru of Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. If your race team, ball team, business is looking for apparel, go check out Travis Lawson at Stokes Apparel. You can find him on Facebook at Stokes Apparel or online at www.stokesapparel.com. Special thanks to Jason and Brittany Walls with the Mid-East Racing Association, your home with the Rick Hendricks City Chevrolet Mid-East 602 late models. The Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour, your Pro Fabrications Mid-East 604 late models, and your True Light Federal Credit Union Mid-East street stocks. And debuting this year, the Mid-East Super Late Model Series. Go check them out at racemideast.com. Andrews Mowing and Landscaping, the driver of the number 46, 604 late model. That is Andrew and Brandy Langford with Andrews Mowing and Landscaping for all your landscape design, maintenance, and grading needs. Give them a call at 336-624-8357 or go check them out on Facebook at Andrews Mowing and Landscaping. Need trash hauled? Call Capital Waste. Their team is ready to help you determine the right product for your needs. Offering dumpster rentals and portable toilet rentals. Give them a call today at 336-648-8808 with 2 locations to serve you in Mount Airy, North Carolina and Mooresville, North Carolina. Also check them out online at capitalwastetrash.com. And we're back. Thanks to all our sponsors for making this possible. Like I said, a lot of racing action this past week. We got Terry Basham in here from Princeton, West Virginia. Mike, the ball and chain Willard. And there's old Big Al.
The Cobra.
No, Big Al ain't the Cobra.
I know. I was talking about Mike Willard. Or the Buzzard.
The Buzzard.
The Buzzard. He was the Buzzard for one weekend.
Well, he had to be something that weekend. But like I said, lots of racing action going on this past weekend. Of course, hope everybody got to either show up or watch on Dirt Vision with the Sidney Langston Memorial event at Ultimate Raceway, Ultimate Motorsports and RV Park. That was an amazing event. Lots of people, lots of money raised for scholarships in her name. And we'll get to them a little later into the night because it was on Sunday. We're going to go into Friday night's action. We're going to start out with the action track on the call with Bumper Jack Craig down there. Hosted 6 divisions. I catch the first 5 here. They're normal divisions. Renegade Sportsman. It was the 27E of Luke Edison picking up the win. The 07 of Timbo Magnum finishing second. The 28N of Nick Milstead was third. Fourth was Colt Gillum, and rounding out your top 5 with a 00 of Jackson Tomlinson. And I got a comment from TC Construction. I know we're in the middle of Carolinas, but I can't help it. Traffic Coach says I was fixing this. I was sending the fix for that ball and chain until I found out you wouldn't be able to break that ball and chain. That's for you, Willard. Oh,
Willard's still stuck at the bottom of Fancy Gap.
Still stuck at the bottom of Fancy Gap. Going back to Carolina Speedway, the action track, the Pro 4s. The 51 of Jerry Oliver Jr. picking up the win. The 44R of Clayton Ross finishing second. Dustin Bolin in the 8 machine was third. 88M of Greg Barker finishing fifth. And round out your top 5 was the 121 of Jacob Kinder. Crown Vicks. You won't believe who won.
Bundy Stowe.
The Triple X machine, Bundy Stowe. The 49 of Jonathan Chapman was second. 4J of Timothy Jennings was third. Fourth went to the 01 of Austin Pinnell. And TJ Slack in that 0 machine. Round out your top 5 for the Steve Hines Memorial event for the Crown Vicks at Carolina Speedway. Thunder Bombers, it was Luke Clements in the 51 machine picking up another win at Carolina Speedway. 17 of Trevor Blue finishing second. James Carpenter in a 75 EC finishing third. The 1 of Grayson Sutton was fourth. And the 15 of Daryl Krentz. Right at your top 5. And then your Hornet main event at Carolina Speedway was a 3C of Scott Collinger picking up the win. The 19 of Willie Fowler finishing second. Wayne Heatherly finishing third. Fourth going to A53 of Austin Haskins. and fifth going to the 39 of Brian Barfield. And then, of course, the highlight of the night for the Steve Heinz Memorial event, it was the Blue Ridge Outlaws back in action at the action track, Carolina Speedway. Finally getting the monkey off his back and getting him a win. He's been a bridesmaid quite a few times this year, but it was the 00 of Brandon Dockery finally picking up a win with the Blue Ridge Outlaws. Had a hard run by the Ford machine of Matthew Nance trying to get to him. Finishing second. 42 of Mark Green was third. The 00 JR of Richard Kukin was fourth. And Colton Stanley rounding out the top five for your Blue Ridge Outlaws for the Steve Heinz Memorial event. Of course, they had a 23-car field. I think the Gut Rocket was there. Yeah, Gary May finishing 11th in the Blue Ridge Outlaws.
That was the second night out, I believe, on that new double nickel.
Double nickel. Is he got the double nickel on the limited car and the double nickel?
Yep.
Of course, I do have the top three interviews from Blue Ridge Outlaws. So we'll let y'all check out the top three interviews after the Carolina race with the Blue Ridge Outlaws for Steve Heinz Memorial event.
Course right now at this point, but Brad, tonight's winner of the second annual Steve Heinz tribute here at Carolina Speedway, unofficially of course right now at this point, but Brandon Dockery, his second win in the last three races here, able to take over the points lead heading into Cherokee Speedway tomorrow night. Man, what a race. Even though the racetrack has started getting dry a little bit, but man, you guys could race all over the racetrack. 2 and 3 wide racing throughout the field. And you had control for the most part at the first of the race. And what happened over there that caused you to lose the lead there to Matthew right there about halfway through the race there and got in the wall or something?
Yeah, no, I mean, the car was good all night. We made the right calls. We had enough help here tonight, that's for sure. I had so many people support me. It was a great time, I tell you. And first of all, I want to thank my sponsors, Bowling Dumper Service, Shepherd Brothers Logging, Styles Roofing, Gats Towing, Stover Construction. I want to thank Dockery's Pools and Patios. We got to thank Dockery's Pools and Patios. But,
exactly.
Arcade Designs. We all put a good effort in tonight, and we just made all the right calls. I felt like, we started off good. We actually haven't raced here but one time this year, and coming here, I was like, normally, I'm so used to racing here so much. I was like, we haven't run that much, so. We put the setup on it that we thought would work, and it come out good, and I felt like I hit my marks and stuff, and the track was good, but, we was out front, and, felt like we was going good, and the lap cars, they run down and hit the bottom of the berm, and it blew up a dust cloud, and I knew they were down there, but I didn't know exactly where, and I guess obviously I didn't know exactly where the wall was either, so, I'm telling you, that wall come out and grabbed me.
Yeah,
I didn't hit the wall. The wall like moved. It moved like 6 inches. If it wouldn't have moved 6 inches, we would have made it. But
I tell you, speaking of that, it's like it was tough tonight getting through that traffic rather than normal, just because of guys going down and throwing that loose dirt across the racetrack, and then it built up that ball of dust. So it made it even tougher. And then, but I'll fast forward to the end. Those last 5 or 6 laps between you and Matthew Nance, what a race that was. And did you I know you just went up there and just, I guess, threw a Hail Mary and tried to see if the top was there, but fortunate for you, it was.
Yeah, I mean, we had no choice. Bye, I love you. But we had no choice but, to try something different, and can't follow the leader, and we just started banging the cushion, and it was sticking, and, sometimes I closed one eye, sometimes I closed 2 eyes, going in the corner. But, yeah, we made it work, and we capitalized on it. And, at the end of the day, you got to be there at the end.
That's exactly right. So, as taking over the points lead heading into Cherokee Speedway tomorrow. I know it's might be a good feeling, but also a stressful feeling at the same time, knowing everybody's chasing you heading into Cherokee tomorrow.
Yeah, now the pressure's on, of course. You know, you just got to be consistent. And I want to thank the Blue Ridge. I thank y'all guys. Y'all do a great job. And, you know, Steve, I like Steve, so this is for him. And a good friend of mine, he had a good close friend of him pass away this past week, so he's had a rough time. So I'd like to dedicate this one to Ray, too. And good thing is, Mom was in the stand, so Mom got to see me win. Love you, Mom.
Hey, we'll take that one as we can go. But, man, your sponsors are all you got to thank, and that helps to support you.
What now? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you done thanked all them sponsors. I am so used to doing that at the end. My bad. But anyway, the nice winner here at Carolina Speedway, the second annual Steve Heights Tribute, Mr. Brandon Dockery.
Hey, how's it
Second place tonight here at Carolina Speedway, our second annual Steve Heights Tribute here at Cagle Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaws, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet Performance, Matthew Nance, man, and what a race between you and Brandon Dockery there with those about that last half of the race, and you had to work for it there just a little bit. We get out of the blind and the light. We don't want blind people online. But man, I tell you what a race. You had to work for it there a little bit, and had to fight your way through about Martin Green and a few of those guys, and able to get up there to the lead around Brandon. He had some problems during the middle of the race, and you were able to get by him there. So what was it like at that point before it got pretty tense up there for the lead?
We just hadn't unloaded with the speed we normally do all year. We've been searching and trying all kinds of different stuff. I felt like it was a little better tonight. Just the balance was still a touch off. I just couldn't get right front landed like I wanted on corner entry. We was a little tight all night. So we really just managed the race good there, and I've raced enough and raced smart and just kind of pick them off when they'd give us a spot there. And then I seen him getting a fence and knew he was coming up into lap traffic, and they had dirtied the top up, covered it with trash there and dust. So I knew the top was kind of fading off. And then once we got the lead, we just kept getting in, tight all the time on the entry. And there towards the end of the race, the top ended up cleaning back off, and we just rode the bottom too long and ended up letting them get back by us.
Yeah, and that was kind of the question I was going to ask you, was that was anybody down there signaling you maybe to try to point you to the top? Because I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised that you didn't move up unless somebody had told you, but I guess it didn't quite pan out in your favor there.
No, that's the bad thing about leading sometimes there at the end. You don't really know what's going on. And no, the stickman's done been given a good talking after that race for no top signals. But he knew we was tight getting in. He just thought if we got up there, we'd right front the wall. But for me, I'd rather right front it, leave the place, than run second. So I would rather known the top was coming back around, but just a little too late there. And then once we moved up behind him, it was done over with at that point.
And it had to be fun from your point of view, those last couple of laps between you and Brandon. I'm sure you looked over and seen the 00 going by, and you're like, holy moly, he come out of nowhere those last 4 or 5 laps.
I was just hoping that he would try to keep following us on the bottom, because we were getting extremely slow across the center. And I knew we were slowing down, and we kept chattering the front end, getting in. And I knew he should be real close or all over us. We're just hoping we could run the bottom enough to keep the top trashy, basically just running blocker out front. But wished I'd run the left front up on the inside berm a little more and throw some more trash up on the track, but we didn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, going into tomorrow night, Cherokee, you've won this Robbie Weaver Memorial before. You think you can be able to try to repaint that again from 2 years ago?
I don't know. We got to get a little bit better right now and get the balance.
I'm telling you, the competition's tough right now.
Our balance has been off. You from lap times we used to run a couple years ago at these places, our stuff just ain't backing up what we used to, and we've been searching all over the place trying to find our speed back. It's every week we go with something totally different, and we really don't know what we're gonna have till we hot lap.
So, still, regardless, a good second place to start off the weekend. And once again, who all you got to thank that helps power this effort for you guys?
Got to thank M&W Cattle, Diversified Finishers, 811, Carolina Racing Supply, Tomcat Performance, Casey Hillman.
He's got to look around and look for somebody. Dang, it must have been a while since you've done this.
We got Caitlin for doing the wraps. We got one law firm on there. What? For Cassie Law Firm. Yeah, I got Casey and Abco Performance, Mike Abner for turning the ranches all night.
And that's second place now here at Carolina Speedway, the Ronda Rocket, Matthew Nance.
All right, bear with me while we try to get to the third place finish for the Blue Ridge Outlaws. A little hard for me to get navigated around here sometimes.
Tribute to Carolina Speedway for the Cagle Automotive Blue Ridge Outlaws, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet Performance.
And wants to play before I get ready for it too. All right, here's your third place finisher for the Blue Ridge Outlaws at Carolina Speedway.
Third place tonight here at our second annual Steve Hines Tribute to Carolina Speedway for the Cagle Automotive Blue Ridge Outlaws, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet Performance. Mark Green, man, you came back tonight, been running some Super Late Model competition, and come back to join us for the weekend here in Carolina Cherokee, and a strong run tonight, man. You had a fast race car all evening. It just seemed like you just wasn't quite able to get there, but what a race, for that you were in. You were side by side a lot of the race with somebody out there.
Yeah, it was kind of tense a couple times, especially beside Brandon one time, and just to come back and have a good run when we sat on the pole last year and had some things go wrong. We didn't really get to race for the win. To come back this year and get a chance to race with these guys that are top of their game, it's a privilege.
You've been dabbling in supers first of the year and come back to do this. What are some things you've learned from running the super program that you can possibly apply to running over here?
The same thing that I learned when I went from crates to limited back to crates. The same thing. Everything's happened slower, and you get a little more time to understand what your car is doing and know where you need to be. Before you go to the supers, you're kind of fast paced. The supers makes everything slow down when you come back to do this.
Absolutely. And you and Matthew, you guys had a little bit of a battle there, and battles through all at the field, man. But the racetrack, even though it got a little bit dusty, but man, it was still, you could race all over the thing.
Oh yeah, it was super. He can't even think of his name. The kid,
Jay Bird.
Jay Bird, yeah, he does a great job on this track, and the other ones he works on too.
And we go to Cherokee Speedway tomorrow night. Plan to join us over there tomorrow night. And what would it mean to finally be able to probably get the biggest late model win of your career if you could possibly get that tomorrow night?
Oh, it'd mean a ton. It's the same as this race last year at Cherokee. I was running Jay and them down, and my steering wheel come off. So I'm hoping I can go back and have another good run and maybe even luck my way into a win tomorrow night.
That's for sure. So, who are you got to thank that helps and gets you guys to the racetrack each and every week?
I got to thank my main guy, Matthew Absher, that helps me out. Russ Carlson, my wife, Jody Bass, my sponsors, Max Baxter Roofing and Baxter & Son Roofing, Bill Steen Shocks, Jody Bass Photography. A new one come on board, and I ain't got the stickers on there yet, Commonwealth Equipment, and Absher's Lawn Care, Warrior Race Cars, and the Drive Chef Shop. They've been providing me with new carbon fiber drive lines.
And that's third place tonight here at Carolina Speedway, Mr. Mark Green.
And that is your top three for the Blue Ridge Outlaw interviews at Carolina Speedway. And we will roll. Let's see. We'll roll into Cherokee Speedway. It was another Blue Ridge Outlaw event for the Robbie Weaver Memorial event. That is there. Hunter Weaver, the announcer for the Blue Ridge Outlaws. Dad, who passed away a few years back, they do a memorial race every year. So we'll roll into Cherokee. I got Cherokees. You got them? Okay, good. Cambridge is here. Take care of Cherokees regularly. You got the regular event?
Yes. In your Crown Vic V8s, your winner was Stephen Herring. Second went to Justin Watts. Third was Charlie Menders. Fourth was Zachary Menders. Fifth was Amanda Brown. Sixth went to Morgan Milstead. Seventh was Savannah Menders. That's a whole lot of Menders in this race. Chad Mack was eighth. Chris Menders was ninth. And Isaiah Watts was top 10. Then we'll roll into your Thunder Bomber feature. Your winner was Stetson Todd. They are backwards, aren't they? Are they backwards? They are backwards, aren't they? They got the names are backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stetson Todd was your feature winner. Second was Madison Hoots. Third was Luke Clements. Fourth was Hunter Thunderberg. Fifth went to Bradley Weaver. Sixth was Dylan Chappell. Seventh was Tommy Suttles. Eighth went to Dustin Thompson. Wally Wall was ninth, and rounding out the top 10 was Jason Scott. Then we went into your Extreme 4 feature. Gavin Wheeler in the number 3 machine was your feature winner. Clayton Seelig would finish second. Wayne Heatherly was third. Tiffany Hearing was fourth. Chuck Hefner rounding out your top 5. Nelson Cunningham was 6th. Chris Jarrett finished 7th. Jonathan Butler was 8th. Evan White was 9th. And Austin Haskins rounded out the top 10. In your 602 open wheel modifieds for the night, Jesse Rocket was your winner. Grayson Wells was 2nd. I was 3rd. Mike Limley was 4th. Ronnie Covey finished 5th. Jordan Fagter was 6th. Colton Avery Dimsdale was 7th. Ray Suman was 8th. Travis Covey finished 9th. And Zachary Thompson rounded out the top 10. On your Renegade Sportsman feature, Cade Langley was the victor. Brian Bentley finished 2nd. Bradley Whiteside was 3rd. Bryson Sweat finished 4th. Kristen Jolly was 5th. Nick Milstead was 6th, and 7th place was Russell Duville.
Then we rolled into the Blue Ridge Outlaws with the Robbie Weaver Memorial event.
Your winner was Jesse Rocket, picking the victory up all the way from the 6th starting position. Second went to Justin Mintz. Third was Mike Huey. Fourth was Brandon Dockery. Fifth went to Aaron Weed. Sixth was Alex Hendren, and he led most of the race all night long. Brian Fawley was 7th. Baron McDowell was 8th. Devin Morgan was 9th. And rounding out the top 10, the Gut Rocket, Gary May.
Gary May. What was it? One of them guys come from 16 positions.
Yeah, fifth from 22nd, Brian Farley finishing 7th.
Yeah, picked up 16 positions.
15.
We got 16. Aaron Weed got 16, up one.
No.
Up 2.
Oh, yep. Aaron Weed, 21st to 5th.
A bunch of hard chargers in that race because Mike Huey came from 16th to 3rd.
Yeah.
So, a bunch of them.
Oh, it was a bunch of them.
A lot of hard charges going on there. Of course, we've got the top 3 interviews for the Blue Ridge Outlaws from the Robbie Weaver Memorial event. Like I said, Jesse Rocket picking up 2 wins.
Doubled up
at Cherokee. But we'll sling it over to the interviews.
Tonight's unofficial winner at this point of the 4th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial here at Cherokee Speedway with our Cagle Automotive Blue Ridge Outlaws powered by Newsom Raceway Parts, Raceway Chevrolet Performance. Jesse Rocket, tonight's winner here at Cherokee Speedway, and man, what a race between you and Alex Hendren there most of the race. And it took you a while to get up there to 2nd, but you know it was just basically it felt like just two cars out there battling as hard as you guys were racing. So what was your game plan to try to be able to get around him to make that pass and clear him there?
I just wait. He was so good around the top. I just kind of rode the middle and just rode and rode and rode and just stayed there hoping something would happen. And it finally, he was so good up there, he didn't want to move. And I mean, I don't blame him. And then he finally got him. And once he burnt the tire up, then I was clear to go on. But yeah, I mean, Alex, he's good as gold. They actually done the carburetor and stuff on this thing dyno. But so I'll make sure I give him plenty of room. We'll race it out. If I run second to him, I wouldn't be mad.
Exactly, and I think you and Justin, you guys had a little bit of contact at some point during the race, and then he was able to get back by him there. And one of your crew guys tell me all of a sudden it must have lit a fire in you, because all of a sudden you were driving like a madman out there. Yeah,
I mean, it was a trade-off. He got me, I got him. We're square, but that's why I told him we're good. So.
And now, you're the fourth different winner of this event, and basically your mentor, so to speak, Jay, won this race last year, and you were able to come and win it this year. And what does that mean? It's probably the biggest late model win you've ever had. So for multiple reasons, I'm sure. What does this mean to you?
Oh yeah, man. Especially like with Jay and Greg. I talk to Greg all the time, Jay all the time, and Jay. He acts like he's retired. He's never gonna retire. He's still winning races.
We all know better.
Yeah, but no, he's one of the best. And just to even win one that pays good, I have horrible luck at big money races. I'll run good, something always happens. So I really thought I was gonna pop a tire because I didn't have hard tires. I don't own one, so I didn't have an option to put one on, and I was just trying to save it and get to the end, and it was gone by the end, but it made it long enough to get checkers.
That's for sure there. So who you got to thank that helps and powers this effort for you guys?
Kate at Crate Insider does a ton. Mike Abner, Abco Shop, Ted Industries, Charlie and Melanie, and then Carolina Race Supply, FK Rod Ends, ISP Seats, Gear Train, like I say, Abner. Jeffrey works his tail off with me. And, I mean, we slaved today trying to get it ready. And then my wife, my mother-in-law, dad, everybody, and then it's Father's Day weekend. And to win this and the mod in the same day, right before Father's Day, is pretty cool.
That's for sure there. So coming home to win tonight here at Cherokee Speedway for the 4th Annual Robbie Weaver Memorial, unofficially, Mr. Jesse Rocket.
And that is Jesse Rocket, your winner of the Blue Ridge Outlaw event. We'll go on to second place. Give me just a second here. Camber's back there hanging out, taking it easy. Willard's going to be going crazy here in a minute.
They gotta expose me like that.
Yeah, you was there. That's all I can tell you. Well, we'll go to second place here and see if I can get him pulled up full screen.
Second night here at Cherokee Speedway for the 4th Annual Robbie Weaver Memorial for our Cagle Automotive Blue Ridge Outlaws, powered by Newsom Raceway, Raceway Chevrolet Performance. Justin Mintz, man, bridesmaid again in this event. Come on second last year, second again, but you had to work a little bit harder for this effort this time. You were out front a lot of the race last year, but you was able to come forward this year, but just wasn't quite able to get there. But man, the racetrack was incredibly racy tonight. You guys could race all over the racetrack, and tell me about making those passes and having to charge up through there and find those holes when you could find them.
Yeah, 2 years in a row second. I'll take it. Car is in one piece. Yeah, track was pretty racy. It was kind of sketchy on the restarts. One time you pick the outside and you get a run and pick up a spot. The next time you pick the outside, you lose 2 spots. So it's kind of a guessing game.
Right there now.
Other than that, I mean, I just want to thank y'all for putting on the races, and thank all of my sponsors and my family and everybody that helps me out. Lets me do what I love to do.
And the sponsors, go ahead and thank those folks real quick.
Yeah, my dad, Mets Racing Engines, and my father-in-law Tommy. He comes over all the time and does a lot on the car. But sponsors, Gettings Construction, Southern Dirt Works, Hunter, LDM Tractor Works, Richard, my buddy Charlie, my brother Austin. I got a lot of people. My uncle Randall came tonight and supported us. So there's a ton of people. My wife for putting up with us. I've had a youngin for 2 days out of town, and I kind of been missing the two at home.
I can agree with you on that one, but like you said earlier on the front stretch, the way the last two races have went, this is definitely a good rebound.
Yeah, had a really good car at Lancaster. I thought we had a car to win the race, and had motor problems, and then put a new motor in and had motor problems. Most of it's been out of our control. Last night at Carolina, we just sucked. I always suck there. We'll figure it out one day, but like I said, appreciate the Blue Ridge and all of y'all for everything y'all do. Give us a place to race.
And that's second place tonight here at Cherokee Speedway, Mr. Justin Mintz.
All right, guys, we're going to get to the third place and final interview from the Blue Ridge Outlaws here in just a second. Get back out of the screen here. Takes me just a second. Short interview with your third place runner and a big hard charge in the race, Mike Huey.
Third place tonight, charges from 16th to 5th for the 4th annual Robbie Weaver Memorial here at Cherokee with our Take a Lot of Motors, Blue Ridge Outlaws powered by Newsom Raceway, Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet Performance, the Iceman, Mike Huey, and man, the old man still got it in him. You got it in you still. And, you've done good in the wedge program, but man, it finally looks like might have turned around, but it was a lot of a tire game, and you were able to manage it and make your way up through there and just pass cars and keep your nose clean, and you was able to make a good finish tonight here. Best finish by far so far this year.
Yeah, had a good car at the end. I just got to figure my qualifying out. The car does not like a wet racetrack, and I can't get it free enough, and puts me behind the 8 ball every
And with
time.
you being in Lancaster, you know better, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I done threw everything I can throw at it, but I will figure it out. But I can't ask for it to be no better in the feature. I mean, that thing was up top, and it was hooked up.
That's for sure there, and this is probably one of the better finishes I've ever seen you have here. Usually this place hasn't been quite been your cup of tea over the years, but you was able to a good podium tonight. So hey, that's a really good way, as we go into this summer stretch here.
Well, it's all about the race car. I mean, if the car handles, anybody could drive one. Like say, if I could just get it to drive that good qualifying, I'll be fine. But it likes to drive racetrack, and that's more of my driving style. So it all worked out.
Like I said, who all you got to thank that helps and supports you guys?
Bill Clowney, Capital Concrete, Titan Concrete Pumping, First Choice Pest Control, Huey Farms, my mom and dad, brothers. Glad to have Mark here with me tonight. Finally got him away from the Clash Series long enough to come watch. But just everybody, wife, kids, good Lord above.
And that's third place tonight here at Cherokee Speedway, the Iceman, Mike Huey.
Thank you, now.
And that is your top three from the Robbie Weaver Memorial at the place your mama wondered about, Cherokee Speedway. And no, Mike Wheeler, we have not discussed the bandits at Talladega yet. Bumper Jet Craig, the voice of everything, says, what's up? Travis Cubby congratulating Zach Tate on a good run at Ultimate Motorsports and RV Park. But like I said, that concluded Cherokee Speedway's results. And we'll get into, we'll talk about what Mike Willard wants to talk about.
I guess.
Just because this was next anyway. But Mike Willard, race directing for the Steel Block Bandits at the Talladega Short Track in Alabama.
Feel bad for them.
Well, somebody had to do it. Of course, Joey down there being the tech man and helping out. I don't know how that worked out.
Joey does a good job.
Usually, as long as Willard ain't around. Please, we leave Willard in the tower. But Steel Block Bandits, I don't know. They had 30 entries for and had a 24-car field. And poor old Tyler Bear.
Mr. Bridesmaid.
He is Mr. Bridesmaid.
Bridesmaid.
He reminds me a lot of Chris Joyce when Chris Joyce was in the 602s. He was a bridesmaid a whole lot too.
Mr. Bridesmaid.
But we'll roll into the short track at Talladega. Joey had to drive him. He had to drive the truck so they could pull him down there. Wheeler was in the truck and ball and chain was dragging on the back. Wheeler said it was warm. Joey sent us a picture of the dash of his truck. He said 102.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was warm in Alabama.
It was hot at Cherokee. It was 95 degrees at Cherokee.
We was at Princeton Saturday. It was a smoking 78 degrees.
Oh,
But we're getting to the Steel Block Bandits. Of course, Tyler Bear, we said, was the bridesmaid.
it don't matter where he starts.
It don't matter where he starts. But your winner was Jason Welshin at a Maryville, Tennessee, driving that 29 machine. I think he was a first timer with the Steel Block Bandits. Of course, Tyler Bear at a Rock Bridge, Bath, Virginia, and that B8 machine finishing bridesmaid second place. Blake Kraft from Cannon, Georgia, finishes.
I believe Tyler had to cut into that lead a little bit. He's second in points. I believe he cut into Russell's lead a little bit.
Russell's lead a little bit, yep. But Blake Kraft finishing third in that 16 machine. Oliver Gentry finishing fourth in the 03 machine. The 05 of TJ Britton finishing fifth, sixth. Going to the Jake Trailer in the 42 machine. Seventh going to the 27B of Lucas Burns. Chris Fennell in the C87 finishing eighth. Ninth went to the 28P of Taylor Puckett. And out of Troutman, North Carolina, around at your top 10, it was a 7 machine of Dan Brewer. The professor, absolutely. Lumberjack says the Chrome Dome.
That's Jason Welshin's nickname.
Okay, the Chrome Dome. All right. And like I said, points leader for the Steel Block Bandits finishing 12th, which is started third, which is very unusual for
I think he had some
Russell Irwin.
I think he had some hard luck.
Must have. But I figured Willard was going to chime in and tell me something interesting about this race since he wouldn't know if we talked about it. Because he was there. He was live and in color. There's old Send It Simmons. He don't get to send it no more. He got a Mrs. Simmons. him and Willard got a lot in common now. A whole lot in common. Ooh. Other two divisions, I do not have pictures for any of them. Footloose. Uh-oh. Jack Craig gonna have to help me out with Footloose. Which I know there's a delay in here, but I guess it's Caleb.
I guess so.
But Bumperjack got to make his way to Princeton, West Virginia for the first time and call the action.
Bumperjack put a bologna sandwich on Facebook that looked like it could have covered the whole table.
I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't get one, but the one he put on there was impressive.
Oh my gosh, it was huge.
And I have not heard anybody complain about the food at Princeton yet.
I had a cheeseburger last time we was up there. Shoot, I asked for just a cheeseburger and they gave me a double stacker cheeseburger. That thing was good.
Like I said, I've heard great things about the food. I haven't had a chance to eat anything. Like I said, Bumperjack tries bologna sandwiches everywhere. And I didn't try one, and it's gonna be hard to top the old oak.
I love a good bologna sandwich.
It's gonna be hard to top the old oak level.
Oh, I was just gonna say Whitfield.
No.
Whitfield used to have a good one.
Old oak level bologna sandwich. That was probably the best one I've ever had. And of course,
you ain't been to Dixie.
But of course, they actually have a restaurant in Whitfield. People that run the concession stand in Princeton.
There's a Dixie Speedway in Georgia. They got a really, really good bologna sandwich.
Oh, okay, yes, I remember that, Caleb. Now
Rain
that you
delay.
mentioned that, yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. But like I said, absolutely. But a lot of action at Princeton this past weekend. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Running 5 divisions, and let's say Bumper Jack Craig on the call. Let's see what all we got here.
Ain't got no pictures, do we?
No, I have no pictures. Jason Wall said I'll send him 2 minutes in 2 minutes, and it's been an hour. Throw him under the bus for once. Front wheel drives at Princeton Raceway. Alex Eastridge picking up the win in the 00 machine out of Marion, Virginia. Daniel Tate in the 2D machine from Rural Retreat, Virginia. And Ronnie Lester from Richland, Virginia, ran out the top 3.
I don't know how to answer that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm confused on that one too. Mini stocks rolled out at Princeton for 15 lap main event. Keith Davison in the 55 machine out of Bluefield, West Virginia, picking up the win. Michael Boland in the 77 machine out of Princeton, West Virginia, finishing second. And rounding out your top 3 was Chris Canterbury in the 12C machine from Princeton, West Virginia.
Bro, he is obsessed with my hair.
Well, he's got to be obsessed with something. Oh, he's showing every comment he makes, too. I hate that. Nobody wants to hear Caleb. Can't get it on the screen. Everybody's got to look at it. Outlaw Streets made their way to Princeton Raceway. It was Kenny Meadows picking up the win in the 3 machine out of Hilton, West Virginia. Daniel Lowe in the 37 finished second out of North Tazewell, Virginia. And Austin Thomas out of Lookout, West Virginia, rounding out the top 3 in that 68 machine for the Outlaw Streets. 604 late models made their first visit. Rick Williams out of Bickler, West Virginia, picking up the win in that 12 machine. Shane Greco in that 33G finished second out of Midway, West Virginia. And a North Carolinian picking up the top 3. Doug Penny out of Bass, North Carolina, finishing 3rd.
Huh.
Jeremy Patton finished 4th. And Sean Endicott rounding out your top 3. Top 5.
Thank you, Bumper Jack.
The mean.
I appreciate it.
And then the 602 modifieds. He was a bridesmaid the last event there. But picking up the win out of Mount Hope, West Virginia. It was a 28 machine of Aaron Barley. But a hard charge for somebody that first time I got to see her run a modified, driving that crafting ride from Cave Creek, Arizona. Taylor Cool in that 2K machine, finishing second. Brandon Bentley out of Whitfield, Virginia. That 29 machine finishing
I heard it was
third.
a hard-fought 3rd.
It was. He did. He fought hard for it. Chris Nickerson and Brian Nickerson were 4th and 5th. Sammy Mitchum was 6th. 7th went to Randy Poff Daddy. Old Poff Daddy back in that double deuce. Purple double deuce.
Purple, yellow, and blue.
Yeah, but his numbers are still purple. He'll always be the purple double deuce.
No, it's yellow. The numbers are yellow.
Numbers yellow this year?
Yeah.
The whole car is blue, ain't it?
It's blue and yellow.
That's right. No more purple double deuce. I don't know what we're going to do. TJ Hicks was 8th. 9th went to Chris Goodard. And around that top 10 was Fred Perry in the 23.
Now, what happened to Jeff? I know Jeff started
Jeff Carson started on the pole.
Jeff was on the pole, wasn't he?
He fell back to second, and Birdman told me blowed the motor.
Oh, that's
I didn't see the smoke. Jason Wall said he seen the smoke. It puffed a little smoke, and he pulled it in.
Yeah, that's never no good. Never no good at all.
A lot of trouble there for Parsons in that 44 machine. But yeah, he did set it on the pole in qualifying. Well, they run heat races. I can't remember.
Did he?
Yeah, they run heat races, I do believe.
You was there.
I do. I was race directing too. But I was race directing, scoring, and doing payouts. So, I mean,
Oh, you pulling a 311 again?
I was. Sure enough. Next up, still on the mountain of Virginia. Went from West Virginia down to Virginia. Got Whitfield Speedway.
Yep.
Did finally get their results. I didn't have them set yesterday when I looked for them. I think they run 6 or 7 divisions there. But we'll go through Whitfield. Like I said, don't have pictures of them, but Cambridge is going to count pages.
They have quite a few.
Yeah, they have a bunch of divisions in Whitfield now.
They had quite a few. Your vintage sportsman was Terry Davis picked up the win. Michael Halltelling finished second. Tanner Cook was third. Jerry Stanley was fourth. And Lonnie Parker ran out of the top 5. And 6th place was Dale Jr. Hancock. Okay.
It's Dale Hancock Jr.
Dale Hancock Jr.
Yep.
Yeah. Cody Moore did not start. Why you got sticky notes on the back of this?
That's that one that was coming through. It's from old stuff. I just use old paper. We don't need to waste some paper on stuff we're going to throw away after the show.
Your K-Car feature winner was Eli Richardson. Second went to Jacoby Johnson.
It is Jacoby Johnson, and that is the country pimp.
The country pimp.
Bumperjack has named him the country pimp.
Okay. Okay. Hunter Richmond was third. All right. Your U-Car feature winner was Paul Walters. Second went to Holden Krieger. Third was Matthew Worrell, excuse me. Fourth was Ricky Ward. Fifth was Daniel Wright. Sixth was Gavin Arnold. Seventh went to Matthew Taylor. Eighth was Will Hollister. Ninth was Matthew White. And 10th was Hayden. Right here.
Hadron
Taylor.
Hadron
Taylor finished 10th.
And I can't believe this one right here because he hadn't won one up there in a long time that he actually got to claim.
Who?
It's one you're getting ready to talk about the
Oh.
Pro Fours.
Oh, and your Pro 4. Oh, Billy Klein.
Billy Klein that ran his custom lettering machine.
How about that? Billy Klein was your feature winner. Kevin Atwell was second. Derek Ferris was third. Zach Lankford finished fourth. And your rounding out your top 5 was Sean King. Sixth went to Aaron Bowes. Seventh was Justin Ferris. Eighth was Josh Dunford. Ninth went to Corbin Carpenter. And 10th was Grant Shantley. Holy crap, they got a lot of divisions.
They do.
Your Super Street division, which is probably the best division up there.
It is.
They
And
put on an absolute show every
finally,
time.
somebody has outrun Jerry Dillow this year.
How about that? Keith Griffiths was your winner. He started 5th to do it too.
Yep.
Michael Deskins was second. Jerry Dillow was third. Tanner Cook finished 4th. Randy Taylor was 5th. Jeff Doss was 6th. Jacob Thomas was 7th. Dale Hancock Jr. was 8th. Travis Hawkins was 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Hayden Richards.
And I don't know what happened in the modifieds at Whitfield, but there's a bunch of them did not start. I know JR busted oil pan.
Yeah, busted an oil pan, I guess.
But they had 4 cars did not start. I don't know what happened.
Huh. Jason Powers was your winner. Austin Blevins was second. Keith Wagner was third. And Dustin Dowell was 4th. And you had Morgan Widener, J.R. Davis, Cody Reimer, and Charles Preman did not start the race. That's wild. I know Morgan Widener, he had a, is it Duke Bear? Is that right?
Yep.
Duke Bear tribute wrap on his modified this weekend.
I think the next race up there is going to be the Duke Bear Memorial race. I do believe.
In the 602 Crate Lake Models, Dawson Lowe was your feature winner. Joey Johnson finished second. Nathan Walker finished third. Jack Scott was 4th. Keith Hart rounding out your top 5. Tommy Zachary finished 6th. Bill Tesh finished 7th. Lyle Nelson finished 8th. And Daniel Durham was
I don't
9th.
know what happened to Durham because he was on a rail the week before up there for the Mid-East race. Couldn't nobody touch him.
I don't know.
So don't know what happened, but like I said, that's Whitfield results. We're gonna roll into Natural Bridge, Virginia. Friday night they run 2 classes and a lot of practice and I'm gonna say preliminary stuff for the American All Stars. They ain't none for that on there. I don't have access to theirs. It's
Add some pineapple juice.
See if I come back here now. I don't know.
Fine, he comes.
Okay, there I'm back. Somebody said something about some pineapple juice. Some pineapple juice.
Huh?
It showed up pineapple juice on my screen. Apple juice. Okay, there we go.
Pineapple.
We live, y'all people. We talking about pineapples.
My mama wants pineapple juice. We backwards, by the way.
I can fix that problem. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Hey, I'm over there now.
I had to change cameras. Midstream. I hate when that happens. Hopefully everybody can see us and they're back. I don't know what happened. Everybody left. But my camera went dead. I don't know. My camera, it lost camera feed to the Facebook somehow or another. I still had it on my screen. I don't know what they heard last or what they missed, but hopefully some people come back in here. We were gonna talk about Sunday's Sidney Langston Memorial event. I really hated it. Everybody's gone now. I don't know exactly what order these are in. Because I do have pictures for these. But it was this, like I said, this past Sunday was Father's Day. Of course, they had the Sidney Langston Memorial for 15,000 win. It was a unsanctioned super race. A lot of heavy hitters there.
Yep.
A lot of big names. This was a fundraising event to raise money for a scholarship in Sidney Langston's memory. Of course, had the modified mafia there, 604 late models, 602 late models, and of course, super late models. Davenport was there. B. Shep was there.
Nick Hoffman.
The new deal.
The new deal.
The new deal. Big Perm.
Ross Bales.
Ross Bales.
The Boss Bales.
Ross the Boss Bales.
Garrett
Alverson was there. Jimmy Owens. Newport
Jordan
Nightmare.
Kohler. I'm forgetting somebody.
Of course, Jameson back in that new Longhorn since the last race there.
Brandon Overton.
And I forgot Overton was there. Ben Watkins was there.
Mike Carson Ferguson.
Michael Leach.
Benji Hicks.
Yeah, Benji. I don't know what something happened to Benji early. I know Brandon Shepard had some bad luck. Something with the brake line.
Spoiler off.
And the brake line broke.
Yeah. I know he knocked the daggone spoiler
off.
off.
He done that first lap.
Yeah.
Austin Bumgarner has an awesome picture of that on Austin Bumgarner Media on Facebook of him all up in the wall. Him and Ben Watkins with a quarter panel. If you were not there, of course, it was live on Dirt Vision.
It was free on Dirt Vision.
Free on Dirt Vision. That's right. It was live and free on Dirt Vision. Bobby Kohler done something a little special for the fans. Opened the gates at 12 o'clock. Didn't start racing until 6. It was $20, and you had all access to grandstands, pits, wherever you wanted to go for $20.
Yep.
And lots of people I've never seen in the pits walking around meeting drivers. Of course, drivers done a lot of them done autographs there in the trailers. They actually went to the grandstand, done autographs. It was a really cool event. Of course, Steve Francis and Mitchell from World Outlaws was there. Ruben was there. Hannah Newhouse from Dirt Vision. Bumper Jack Craig.
He's everywhere.
Wesley Outland was there with the modified mafia.
I think Bumper Jack has got a teleportation device.
He's everywhere. And that may be the case. That may be the motor that TJ run at Halifax that they were going to try. There was a problem with the manufacturer on a few blocks, and he had one of the bad ones, and they were going to try something to see if it would hold up until rebuild time because he was going to get a new block out of it anyway.
Yeah.
And apparently it didn't make it. But he was giving all he had on the high side.
He always does.
He does. Now, he'll put it on the high side and let it eat. That's for sure.
He'll give you a show, that's for sure. Benji's He'll
I
definitely
do
give you
know
a
what
shot.
order they're in because same order that we went out for feature racing. Of course, started out we're going to be group qualifying. They decided to do overall qualifying because it was not a full field of cars. Of course, Big Perm Dalton Wilson putting it on the stop in the super late models. Everybody else hot lap qualified except for Modified Mafia. Of course, Chris Cheek started on the pole. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I do not. I see what's going on right there. There, I'm back up again. All right, we back up again. I don't know where we lost you. I don't know why I keep losing camera feed, but when I lose my camera feed, I lose my sound too. Bobby Kohler just talked to me about this Sunday after the race. Want to know if I had any, what the technical issues were I was having, and what we need to do to fix them. And I said, well, the only time I had a technical issues, I didn't have my equipment. Now I'm having all kinds of technical issues with the camera, which I ain't never had before. Oh, but like I said, we are back. I don't know where we were at when we lost the feed. But like I said, we were talking about the super race and how it was one of the best super races I've ever seen there. Because, of course, the real deal, Hudson O'Neal picking up the win. Dalton Wilson finishing second. And Ross Bales, the Boss Bales, finishing third. We'll go on to the rest of them. Like I said, I hate this. It keeps cutting out on me. Of course, all these pictures I'm showing from Ultimate Motorsports and RV Park can be found at Austin Bumgarner Media. From that event, he's got lots of great pictures. Go check him out. Buy you a few because he's got some really good ones of them boys banging the boards in the corners. I know, but they're really good pictures. 604s rolled out on the speedway. It was the 13-year-old phenom of Beckham Malone leading flag to flag in the 23 machine. Kendall Tucker in that 00 machine finished in second. 27H of Justin Hutsmith finished in third. Fourth went to Chase McCormick. Fifth going to the 43 of Jarrett Edwards. Chubb Gunner finishing sixth. Zach Lowe finishing seventh. And eighth going to Doug Penny. Doug Penny come off early. I don't know what exactly happened to Doug. And then we'll get into the next big race of the night. It was the Modified Mafia. And I'm going to tell you, that was a show in itself, too. Steve Arpin, Austin Holcomb, and what was his name?
Todd Nieheiser.
Todd Nieheiser. They put on a show up front. Them three battled nonstop. But in the end, everybody knows what happened. The Longhorn, Steve Arpin.
Steve Arpin winning the Modified Mafia portion. Second place went to Austin Holcomb. Third was Ty Norder. Fourth was Ryan Ayers. Fifth went to Jordan Kohler. Sixth was Zach Tate. Seventh was the 88 of Matt Crafton. Eighth was Ray Cable. Ninth went to Ryan Toole. And rounding out your top 10 was Jim McKenna. Troy Loomis finished 11th. Slade Parsons was 12th. Chris Smith finished 13th. Mason Cantor finished 14th. Tim Monroe was 15th. Patrick Field 16th. Todd Nieheiser 17th. Brent Bordox finished 18th. Sam Lamborghini finished 19th. Adam Ogle finished 20th. And Bo Pirtle finished 21st.
And I didn't mention Ty Norder. He run a good race on the high side most of the race. And it was good to see him.
Typhoon Ty.
Well, like I said, but it was Steve Arpin picking up the Modified Mafia $3,000 payday for the Sidney Langston Memorial event.
I think he's 3 for 3 there.
3 for 3
at Ultimate.
And then, of course, during intermission, they had ride-alongs.
Yep. Jonathan Davenport and Brandon Overton took two lucky
winners
on a two-seater ride along, and I don't think they disappointed because they got right up to the cushion.
They did do that. Like I said, I seen Overton go out, but I did not get to see Davenport go out because I was running lineups. But
well, I'll say when Matt's wife got in the car with Jonathan, he got real close to the wall.
But like I said, they which was a really cool deal. That's something you don't get to do it very often, especially around here. I know they do it at Eldora, Gateway, stuff that, but to actually have it done here in Elkin was pretty cool. Of course, they done all the drivers went to Victory Lane and done a picture and had a balloon release in memory of Sydney. Ray Robertson's actually got a really good picture of that from the flag stand because he was front and center.
Yeah.
I think I lost my. I think so. I don't know if I did.
I'm
or not.
checking.
I'm pretty sure though.
Yep. Oh wait. Nope. We're still good.
We're still good.
Yep. Seems like we're pretty good.
I just don't see my thing in the. Oh, there it is. I see it in the corner now. Network quality says it's bad. I don't know what's going on. But
Yes, it's doing all right.
like I said, I'll do this and I'll make sure. Oh, there we are. Yep, it's working. Get to see Deja double up here. You ain't drunk. It's just two of us. Let's see. It goes back green right there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm about to figure out what's going on there. I hate us doing it, especially here at the end, because we went through the first hour and didn't have no problems.
Yep.
Last 20 minutes has been terrible. Not a lot of flyers out yet about this weekend's action, but I do know that Hunt the Front will be at Cherokee Speedway
And Lancaster.
and Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Lancaster. Is it on Friday night at
Yeah,
Lancaster?
I think so.
And then Saturday night is
Lancaster,
at Cherokee Speedway. Of course, 602 Midi 602 late models will be
Cherokee.
at Cherokee with the Hunt the Front.
Super Dirt Series.
So that'd be a big event. I think it's 20,000 to win.
Yes, it is.
Of course, I'm sure it'll be streamed live on Hunt the Front TV.
Yep.
Go check
It'll
it
be
out
a good
there.
show.
I'm sure. I know Whitful is running a regular show. Carolina Friday night.
Fayetteville's running regular show, I believe.
Federal's running a regular show Saturday. Natural Bridge, I'm sure, is running that regular show. I know Princeton is off until the 28th, Friday the 28th. Then the Sheets Mixed Modified Tour will go back to Cherokee Speedway on the 29th. Steel Block Bandits will go to Lakeview on the 29th. They're off this week and then go back to Lakeview on the 29th. Didn't see what the Blue Ridge Outlaws had coming up because they just had a double header weekend this weekend, so they'll probably have a weekend off. But we'll go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time. And I'll look and see if there's anything else I can upcoming. On the Backstretch is presented to you by these great sponsors. Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Go check out Philip and Cambridge Gann for all your race car parts and fabrication needs, located on K School Road in Medan, North Carolina. Go check out Gann's Race Cars and Parts. NRS Race Scoring for all your transponder and scoring needs, the official score of the Mid-East Racing Association. Go check them out on Facebook at NRS Race Scoring. Too Fast for You embroidery. That is Tanja Gann, in-house at Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Need them hats done, shirts, sweatshirts, monograms. Go check out Tanja Gann at Too Fast for You embroidery. She'll take care of all your embroidery needs. Located on K School Road in Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Tate Logging and Firewood, located in Low Gap, North Carolina. That is the home of the Hillbilly, Zach Tate and the T9 Machine, and also the Hillbilly Girl of Abby Tate. For all your logging, timber, and firewood needs, go check out Tate's Logging and Firewood or give them a call at 336 757 6706. Vinyl adds horsepower at Randy's Custom Lettering, located in Wannaco, North Carolina. Go check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl signage and decal needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Randy's Custom Lettering or give them a call at 336 591 9301. TC Construction, that is Travis Covey out of King, North Carolina. He is the official sponsor of the Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour, Fast Time Award, and Hard Charger Award for the Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour. The T-shirt guru of Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. If your race team, ball team, business is looking for apparel, go check out Travis Lawson at Stokes Apparel. You can find him on Facebook at Stokes Apparel or online at www.stokesapparel.com. Special thanks to Jason and Brittany Walls with the Mid-East Racing Association, your home with the Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Mid-East 602 late models. The Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour, your Pro Fabrications Mid-East 604 late models, and your True Light Federal Credit Union Mid-East Street Stocks. And debuting this year, the Mid-East Super Late Model Series. Go check them out at racemideast.com. Andrews Mowing and Landscaping, the driver of the number 46, 604 late model. That is Andrew and Brandy Langford with Andrews Mowing and Landscaping for all your landscape design, maintenance, and grading needs. Give them a call at 336-624-8357 or go check them out on Facebook at Andrews Mowing and Landscaping. Need trash hauled? Call Capital Waste. Their team is ready to help you determine the right product for your needs. Offering dumpster rentals and portable toilet rentals. Give them a call today at 336-648-8808 with 2 locations to serve you in Mount Airy, North Carolina and Mooresville, North Carolina. Also check them out online at capitalwastetrash.com.